Now at 6, level 3 evacuation orders are still in place for parts of Hood River and Wasco counties as the Grasshopper fire continues to grow. We have the latest on the fire's spread, plus evacuation orders in the live report. Plus, a colorful pest is popping up everywhere.
Lots and lots and lots of yellow jacket nests out there.
We explain what's causing a surge in yellow jackets in our area. And do you want to be a billionaire? Well, who doesn't? You can certainly get close. All that you have to do is win the Powerball. How close the jackpot is to that $1 billion mark coming up as your news at sunrise starts right now. Good morning and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Matthew Herchick. Glad to have you with us to start your day. Rod Hill and Chris McGinnis standing by to look at our weather and traffic. If you guys win the Powerball jackpot, will you share a little bit with me, guys?
A little, if you phrase it that way, sure. Yeah, a little bit.
Just a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
There will be signs if I win. I'll just say that. If I were to win, there will be signs. How are things looking out there, Rod?
$20 Starbucks gift card coming right at you, Matthew. Right at you. All right. Here's our Seaside live camera. We're seeing a similar movement of low cloud development from a weak marine push that we had yesterday morning. So cloudy up along the north coast this morning where some partial clearing is expected. It's 57 degrees. We have clouds inland into the Cowlitz County area. This is Three Rivers Golf Course up in Kelso, and you can see the morning clouds. And we're just now starting to see at least some cloudiness in the sky show up down toward the Columbia River and the Vancouver the Springs at the waterfront location. This will go on to be a sunny, gorgeous day like yesterday. 59 right now, 69 at noon, about 82 for a high temp this afternoon. Here's Chris.
Rod, thanks for that. The freeway drive this morning off to a pretty good start. I don't have any major issues on that drive into Portland. There's the live look near the Interstate Bridge out of Clark County. That looks good. The Sylvan Hills zipping right along as well. From that perspective, a speed limit clip heading into town. So we're off to a good start there. I do have a traffic alert in Clackamas County. An overnight crash has a section of Highway 211 right now closed just east of Colton. It's been closed since just before 10 o'clock last night. I am working to get more details on this, but in the meantime, maybe South Unger Road or Grays Hill and Scheifler Road would be a good traffic solution. And last but not least, we are on day 2 of a 4-day closure of Boones Ferry Road into Tualatin. Again, this is for rail repairs with the Portland and Western Rail Company. So with that in mind, I-5 or 99W are probably your best bets to get across the Tualatin River. Expect extra busy traffic between Nyberg and Boones Ferry over the next few days. Matthew, back to you.
Chris, thank you. Well, crews continue to put out flames as the Grasshopper fire near Mount Hood keeps growing. Many areas are under level 3 evacuation orders. We also just learned that Highway 35 is closed again because of that fire. Sunrise reporter Mo Hyder joining us live from Government Camp with more on the latest conditions. Mo, what are you seeing out there right now?
Yeah, Matthew, well, the latest data from the state shows that 23% of the fire has been contained. But keep in mind, this has been going on since late July. And since then, you remember, this has prompted evacuations, has changed the air quality, and also caused some road closures as well. We're going to zoom in here behind me. I'm standing along Highway 26. Just above the tree line there, you can still see some of the haze of the fire here. So again, that shows that crews are still battling the conditions out here. Now, according to the Oregon Department of Forestry, close to 64,000 acres have been burned so far. The State Fire Marshal's Office is really devoting resources here. More than 1,600 personnel have been tasked with battling the fire. The state agency says it's always a bigger challenge in the afternoon when it's drier and windier, especially on the northwest side where it tends to get more windy.
But for the most part, just general wind flow across the fire area. For the next several days, we will see afternoon gusts into the 20 mile per hour range, so kind of gusty, but that's going to continue all the way through Wednesday.
And Matthew, as you mentioned, we just want to reiterate both directions of Highway 35 have been closed. That's something for people to keep in mind if they're commuting in this area later on today. Let's send it back to you.
All right, Mo Hyder reporting live this morning. Mo, thank you very much. Meanwhile, resources assigned to the Grasshopper fire also provided some help on the Narrows, Mitchell, and Austin fires located southwest of the Grasshopper fire. This is a time lapse here provided by the Oregon Hazards Lab. A level 3 go now evacuation has been issued for the Austin fire, though it's mostly in forest lands. The Harriet Lake area is just to the north of the fire and is under a level 1 evacuation. Both the Austin and Mitchell fires broke out Sunday. And with resources stretched thin and a growing need, we have activated our Northwest Response Fund. You can donate by scanning that QR code that's on your screen, and your donations go directly to the Red Cross to help those impacted by wildfires in eastern Washington and throughout Oregon. If you want to donate in person, just visit any local U.S. Bank branch. Well, Portland police are looking for the person they say shot an e-bike cyclist in downtown Portland. This happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon near Southwest Market and 4th Avenue, not far from the Keller Auditorium. Right now, police have not released any info on who the shooter is. Police say that they're looking into a vehicle that was in the area at the time of the shooting but did not provide a description. The cyclist was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. A Portland man will spend 20 years behind bars for a series of violent robberies. 44-year-old Jeffrey Boone pleaded guilty to robbery with a firearm, assault, and felon in possession of a firearm. The DA's office says last February, Boone robbed a Subway sandwich shop at gunpoint. He then went to multiple nearby homes demanding homeowners give him their car keys. But when none of those keys worked out, he pointed a gun at a car driving down the road. Boone led police on a chase through northeast Portland before jumping out of the car and stealing yet another vehicle. Police kept chasing Boone. Eventually, he crashed the car and took off running before being caught by law enforcement. A prolific thief tied to dozens of trailer thefts throughout the Portland metro area has pleaded guilty to multiple charges. Nicholas Edwards admitted to aggravated theft, unlawful use of a vehicle, and felony eluding, among other charges. Investigators say he would steal trailers and try to sell them online. Edwards was arrested back in January after police say he led them on a chase while pulling a stolen trailer. He's set to be sentenced on Thursday. Over the course of 3 days, the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office teamed up with local police departments to crack down on retail thefts across Portland and Clackamas County. Now, that included tracking down suspects with outstanding warrants related to retail crimes. In total, 37 people were arrested and $7,400 in stolen merchandise was found, including one suspect who was taken into custody for allegedly stealing a $5,000 bicycle from a shop in Clackamas Town Center. The sheriff's office says that suspect then admitted to trading the bike for fentanyl. The 2 people were taken to the hospital after this small plane flipped upside down while trying to land in Clark County. The Cessna 180 went down near Daybreak Airport east of Ridgefield yesterday afternoon. The crash site was tricky to get to for first responders. They had to haul rescue equipment through a shallow part of the river. That's where they found one of the passengers on the wing and a second still trapped inside. Rescuers cut and peeled back part of the wreckage to get them out. The FAA is now investigating what went wrong.